Hi everyone, we're here at our vet at Valley Animal Clinic, and we are here with Wendy, who has had some snags with her delivery. She was having too long in between puppies, so we had to call our vet and bring her in. She needed some oxytocin shots, and so I'm going to give everybody an update of how she's doing. Here's Miss Wendy. She feels more comfortable in a box than she would in an open room, just from the dog's den situation. And we're getting ready to do an x-ray here in a moment to see for sure how many is left. She has had 3 so far, and unfortunately one of them, the one that was in the birth canal for so long, is not really doing very well. These are the 2 little girls who are doing well. Oh, I'm sorry, girl and a boy, my bad. That are doing well. So these guys are Salt and Pepper, and they are on a heating pad right now, staying nice and warm while Mommy finishes delivering. And as you can see, when you pick them up, they are moving around, making noise, and doing really well. Unfortunately, the other little boy is not doing that. So sometimes, no matter what you do and how hard you try to have everything turn out all right, sometimes it just doesn't. So poor Miss Wendy's had 3 shots of oxytocin, and she's delivered the 3 puppies. One she delivered at home, and then when we hit the 3-hour mark and there was no progression, we contacted our vet and he had us come up right away. And then we had 2 more while we were here. But again, even with the 2, I took 2 oxytocin shots for that little boy to come out. And that's one of the reasons why it's really important, if you have a dog that's in labor and there is a lag, to contact your vet. And sometimes it's okay that there's a lag, but we could tell that it wasn't right. She wasn't completely relaxed. You want to look for those signs of, are they stressing out? Are they having a hard time with it? And when you see that is when you know that something's not right. Because I have had dogs that have had lags in between puppies and it's been completely fine. So one of the things that you'll notice when a dog is in labor, since I have this opportunity to show this. Hello, this is our vet, Dr. Amati. Hi, Dr. Amati. Hi. He's coming in to check. Oh, you hear your babies? Yeah, we already were up here. We had Miss Lolly up here with her babies. Oh. Hey, little girl. Let's move your sister over here with you again. There we go.
We will take one more X-ray and see how it is. Shall we take another X-ray and see where exactly we stand?
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
I gave a little epinephrine, so
Maybe. Will you ask if he minds if I film it? The X-ray. All right, so this is the little boy that we keep working on. So I'm gonna, while they're giving her an X-ray, we're gonna take a look. So what you see is how floppy he is. That is not what you want to see. We have done, and our vet and the staff here has done every trick that we know in the book, from stimulating, suctioning, slinging, scruffing, all kinds of things. He does have a strong heartbeat and he does have a suck reflex, but and he does not have a cleft palate. That's one of the things that, you know, we look for, but the way he's breathing isn't normal. So as you watch him, you'll see he kind of does like a fish gasp, and how his lower ribs suck in. And this is the sad part of breeding. This is the part that is heartbreaking when you do everything that you can. Did he just pee on you?
He did pee
He
on
peed
me.
on you.
The kidneys are working.
Yeah. Which, again, the vet thinks is just in the canal too long. And that's just the hard part. But if you look at him compared to one of his sisters, as you see, I'm not even holding her head specifically, and she moves around, and see how she reacts. And the way that she breathes is very, very different. You see her breaths. So to show you that side-by-side comparison. So as I said, the vet and the staff and us are not giving up on this little guy, but it is still very heartbreaking to watch. And thank God for our awesome vet here at Valley. We just love them. They're so supportive of us and are always teaching us. Hey, little boy. Hey, handsome boy. I'm excited for Dr. Amadi to come back and let us know what the x-ray shows. And for those that are just joining, we have a heating pad in here to make sure that if it's very warm in here, because of course that is the #1 most important thing with puppies, is keeping them warm and dry.
I think we got 2 left.
2 left?
I think so. We're taking one more x-ray. Come on, baby. You a fighter? Huh? You be a fighter?
Come on, baby, fight.
Relax, Mama.
Yeah, watch your heads, since we've already taken our heads out on that.
Well, she ran into the drug box. Yeah, I was running into stuff back there.
Oh.
Let's go see.
Okay. So talking about labor, so one of the things that moms do to stimulate themselves is they lick. They lick themselves. Some moms tolerate their puppies nursing while they are in labor, and that really helps to get contractions going. Wendy does not like that. She really has a hard time with, she doesn't want them near her. Now, she's a wonderful mother when she's done delivering, but during delivery, she's not attentive. She'll lick them and stuff, but that's about it. She doesn't want them nursing. So sometimes, as you saw in our video with Lolly, she wants her babies with her all the time, and she would be very upset if we were to put them somewhere else. Her babies are right there in our dog carriage. Because of course we don't want any type of cross-contamination or anything, because we are in a vet office and that's where sick animals come. So we bring in our own sterilized stuff. But anyway, so she is looking to stimulate things. Of course, we can see from the roundness of her belly, they believe that there is 2 more in there.
So 5 more minutes I will wait and
Okay.
there are 2 are there. 2 are
Two
there.
left.
There are 2.
Yeah, 2 are there. Yeah.
One's head down and one's
One
looks like
is
he's
about,
turning.
but yeah, slowly. Yeah, now I opened your site, Tobacco Associates Inc. I think basically what you are trying to do is, what is that? You try to sell the tobacco that is being produced here, or the technology which we have. We are going to.
For American tobacco, yes.
Yeah, that is the main reason.
Yeah, so we don't actually sell it. We just help make those connections.
Connections with the farmers to the
Yes.
businessmen.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what we do.
That is okay, just like a kind of helping.
Yes. Yep, that's the plan.
So, did you have some businesses already established in India?
I don't believe that they have any connections there. That's that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, but the basic thing with the Indian business is there is a lot of taxing. Taxes are more when you import some product. So we need to check how much tax they are.
I think it's 12. I think the import tax is 12.
12%. Okay,
I believe.
12. Then and we need to see the demand, how much people want to take this product. So that so what type of products? It's not only the cigarettes, right? There are so many other forms.
It's raw. It's raw tobacco. Is what it is.
Okay, raw tobacco we can import. We can export, and they are going to import it. I think definitely there must be a lot of requirement because of the population, because very few parts of the country produce tobacco.
Correct.
Of course, one among.
I think there's 3 regions, if I
one is
remember.
Andhra Pradesh, that is where I came from.
Oh, okay.
It is number 1 in the country because the place where we live, we grow tobacco. Tobacco and cotton we grow in our fields. So probably that is not sufficient for the entire country, so definitely they need some product, I think. Okay. Let me do some research on that one and come up with something.
All right, that would be awesome.
So what is the price? I think we need to understand the pricing also, right?
That would have to be something that Hank would have to answer. That part I don't know. I just work in the office. I don't deal with that aspect of it. You pushing?
Might have to poop again.
Yes, she's definitely done a lot of that.
Placentas, they can call it that.
Oh, I know.
Hand me that trash can and empty that.
I think we're about to get one.
So other than the cigarettes, what people smoke? With the tobacco product, nicotine? Yes.
Vape pens, they have the vapes, don't they?
No, the tobacco which in how many forms we can use the
That one
tobacco.
came out.
Yeah, the idea is to do a
Because
mixture.
people there in India, they eat a lot of gutka. It's called a concentrated tobacco powder.
Yeah, the beaties.
BDC is a different type of leaf, like a tobacco leaf. BD leaf is a different leaf.
Oh, okay.
So that is different totally. It is not related
It's
to this.
really good. Looks gross.
Yeah, it is very strong compared to the nicotine. But people eat lot of tobacco powder, that is concentrated tobacco powder. They chew always. They keep in the mouth and chew it.
Yeah.
So that is one thing. Oh, okay, got one. What is it?
Yeah.
It's
It's in the sack. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything came out together.
Glad one
Good.
is. So we need one more, right? Amazing. Oh my goodness.
You want to hand it to me so we can clean it up? Yeah. She ain't got to eat it.
Oh, that's a
Oh, that's a little bitty baby.
tiny baby.
So one more to come in, right?
That was tiny.
That was a really tiny baby.
Nah.
You weren't fast enough. She ate it.
Of course she did.
Well, it's making noise.
No, that's that.
Dr. Maya, hand me that scissor right there.
Yeah.
So we're trying to have him here with his brother and sister because sometimes when you put the puppies side by side, they match their
Ooh,
breath.
that's tiny. I don't think the other one's, the last one's as tiny.
No, it looks pretty big on X-ray.
So sometimes they match the breathing. All right, so
Oh my god, that's a little puppy.
Yeah, last one
is
would
it
be a
alive?
bit
Yes.
bigger. Yeah,
Yeah.
last one.
she's
will be-
alive, or she? I don't know.
Boy.
It's a boy.
Yeah, definitely last one will be the bigger one.
Yeah.
because we have seen
Oh, yeah,
completely
that-
formed.
You could almost not see he was so little.
Yeah.
He was
I was thinking that probably not well formed. I was thinking when I saw the X-ray.
Yeah.
He's tiny.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's
But you're
amazing,
squeaking
Amazing.
And
I'm
pooping.
really not.
and pooping.
I'm really not gonna get you sleep.
Squeaking and pooping. Oh my word.
Oh my God.
Compared to your siblings.
Wow.
It's amazing, right?
That is
Really?
the tiniest.
Tiniest puppy I've
think-
ever seen.
Yeah.
He's a little runt. You
That's-
not seen Chihuahua puppies.
that-
They're littler than this.
I should say the littlest puppy I've seen that seems to be like doing well.
But I think
Squeaking.
she's going to be all right, I guess.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is the best part.
Oh, how tiny.
I can't wait to see what this one weighs.
Oh, I know.
I think she is the rookie one.
Yeah.
She's the runt. The
The
runt.
runt and the litter.
You know, most
Yep.
of them are the same size, and they come like they're within just an ounce or so of each. That's had a significantly smaller.
The skin feels like leather. It hasn't feel.
Oh wow.
Oh, you do feel
got
different.
leather hair.
Oh yeah.
He's definitely earlier than he must have been a later.
Is his palate okay? No cleft?
Yep. Good.
Yay!
Yeah, definitely.
You're a
Sonia
little
has been
fighter.
Very helpful today.
Yes.
You are a little fighter, aren't you?
I've learned a lot.
She's very thorough with
I
communicating.
have learned. I love
We are
learning new
lucky to
stuff.
have that.
I know Sonia and I are going to be best friends now.
That's fine. I don't mind delivering
Yeah,
puppies.
we are lucky to have that.
You can have
Yes.
my number if you need help. Just call me. I'm right here in Moxville, right down the road. 10 minutes. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. This is pretty baby.
Oh. Does yours read just ounces on your scale?
Oh yeah, we
I'm
can
just
do that.
curious.
Yeah.
Let's see how tiny you are.
Yeah.
Oh, we cut off.
He's not even 2 ounces, like I'm telling you.
Come on. Really? You're gonna do this to me?
It's because I'm filming. If I wasn't filming, then it would work
Low
fine.
battery.
There we go.
2.5. That's
2.5
definitely the smallest
ounces.
so far, because 2.9 was our record.
2.9 ounces.
And
2.5
the sister that we brought in was 5.4.
Yeah, it's just, wow.
Amazing.
Actually, that was 2.5 kilograms. That's not even an ounce. The ounce is the second.
Oh.
So 2.5 kilograms
I don't know
is what?
I have to
You're going to have to look that up.
4 pounds, 4.5 pounds. Kilograms?
Kilograms. It was 0.02.5.
Yeah, you have to do 0.0.
250 milli.
That's right. He was right. It would be 5 pounds, but it's point.
250 grams, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
1000 milligrams is 1 kilogram.
Yeah.
So 250, 1/4 of a kilogram. Half a pound.
0.5?
0.5 pounds. You need to change it to ounces.
Oh, ounces.
We are brainiacs.
That's not
Now my
That's
brain
not
is
right.
not working. I cannot calculate now.
0.025. I think it's 0.02. Did you say 0.025?
Fine. Out
Point
of 5.
02.5, yeah.
1,000 grams, 6,000 grams. 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram. So that means 2.5.
Let's check on mommy.
She's like, oh, my babies.
Oh, you shaking. You shaking. I know, sweetheart.
Is she pushing again or
It's
no?
not even an ounce.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
She's not even an ounce.
0.8 ounce. 0.8.
0.8 ounces.
Wow. Wendy, what in the world?
Yeah, look.
Wow.
Oh my
That
goodness.
is the tiniest puppy we
Is this
have.
the girl or the boy?
This is the
The girl? She was the first
So
one.
she's 5.4 ounces,
And he's not even an ounce.
and he's not even an ounce.
Amazing.
We'll have to see if you make it, mister.
I'm sure I think he'll make it.
Yeah, well, we have we got all the tricks in the book, so I can't believe. I mean, he's moving normal.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's just.
Yeah, I think
it
he's
seems
fine.
like he's just a couple of days behind.
Yeah.
He's just tiny.
Yeah.
He'll be okay.
I think he's will be out.
So
The little ones that they fight.
Yeah, they
Point.
do.
8 ounces, not even 1 ounce yet. All right, so let's see. Are you gonna push?
She's
Your
the
belly
one-
is still.
I think one that.
Come on, I'll push.
I'll wait 5 minutes and I give the last shot.
Okay.
Half the dose I'll give last one.
All right. So, Dr. Amati, can I interview you for a second?
Really?
Yep, I'm going to interview you for a second. Okay, so when a mom is having trouble delivering, what does the shots do that you give them?
Oxytocin is the one that contracts the uterus.
Mhm.
So once it induces the contraction, so it would be easy for the mom to deliver the puppies. The
So,
main thing is in the pregnancy, all moms get the inertia. It is inertia means unable to move or contract the belly. So what this one does is it contracts.
okay, so what are some things that can cause moms to have trouble contracting? Is it a chemical or a hormone?
It is every person or every pet is body is different. They respond differently to the various things, the like kind of genetics and also the food which they are taking. And there are so many factors that would influence. Mostly the first pregnant moms will be having a lot of problem compared to the second litter or third litter. The first litter is always a big problem.
Okay,
So,
so first litter. So, well, she did this to us, her first litter. Apparently her second litter too. And so you can give up to 4 shots, is that correct?
no, not that. It is 5 units to 30 units is the maximum.
Oh, okay, so it has to do with the amount that you can give them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And so if that were to fail, which obviously with her it's working, but just for people's understanding, if that fails, then the next step would be a C-section, correct?
yeah, definitely. And also when we give this shot, we need to take a lot of precautions because that is the reason I always take an X-ray before I give this shot because sometimes the position is also very important.
Okay, so you want to check to see where the puppy is located to know whether or not that's the problem.
And whether the head is coming first or the tail is coming first. When the head is coming, that is a normal position. Sometimes in other position also like the tail comes first. That is also a normal one, but that is very rare. And sometimes what happens is it will be like a oblique position.
Mhm.
So that time, no matter what, even if you give oxytocin or not, it's not going to help. So that time.
And so this is the reason that people should seek their vet's help and not just try to purchase oxytocin and just give shots themselves.
that is very, very dangerous because you are going to kill mama.
Yeah, that is something that I've read a lot of people talking about is trying to get their vets to get them to give oxytocin to have at home. And
Honestly, I do not recommend that one because it is very, very scary because you will be spending a lot of money on breeding the moms and
oh yeah, and
first
if
thing
you need
is,
to do a
first thing is
C-section.
the health. Health is most important.
Absolutely.
And suppose if you give more amount of oxytocin, it is going to the uterus is sometimes when it outbursts, it is going into pieces like inside, and we cannot save the mom.
Right. So I know that every time we've come in here that we've needed that you always do the x-ray and the exam and check everybody out.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the reasons that people, I like to try to educate people so they don't try to do home veterinary care. Like, please do not try this at home. Please seek a vet.
Yeah, it is very scary, and honestly, I do not recommend that one.
No, we are very happy to come in and have you handle it. I just want to explain to people why it's important that they get a vet and not just try to do it themselves.
Because there are several things you need to understand before we give the oxytocin.
So how long do you recommend that, I know that you've already told me the answer, so this is just for the interview, but how long do you recommend that someone would let their dog labor at home before they should contact their vet?
Usually 3 hours you can wait comfortably.
Okay.
And within 3 hours if they deliver, that is fine. But of course, sometimes it depends upon the availability of the vet. But 90% of the time, after 3 hours, you are not supposed to wait for a long time.
Which with our relationship, we now contact you when our dogs go into labor so that you're aware. And we're very thankful for that. What are some things that people should worry about when their dog is laboring that are not normal that they should immediately call their vet? If they see their dog doing something, what would be a red flag that they should contact their vet immediately?
Suppose if they see the bloody discharge.
Bloody discharge.
That is 100% of the time you need to contact the veterinarian. And sometimes
so like a bright red?
Yeah,
bright red bloody discharge.
And greenish color is not a normal thing. Yeah.
So green is fine.
Yeah.
Red is not.
Red is not scary. It's not that means you have to immediately contact the veterinarian. So, and also too much pushing is also, suppose if she is not delivering and too much pushing was there, and sometimes what happens is if they have the low amount of energy, they become very weak and they collapse.
Okay.
So that is also sometimes depending upon the requirement, we might give the fluids also.
So if they run out of energy, you can give fluid, but if they're pushing a lot, and calcium
is very important. Suppose if you have a big litter like the one we had before.
Yes, when we had 10 puppies.
10 puppies, definitely there will be calcium depletion.
So with her, you had to give her 2 different doses of calcium and fluids is what you did for treatment for her. So if you see them pushing and nothing's progressing, is that also sometimes when the puppy is turned?
Yeah, that is also, one is a position, other one is, first one is the inertia. Inertia means not moving. The second thing is the position. That is important.
So when they have inertia, is that just talking about they are pushing, but it's ineffective because they are weak at that point and they're not actually, the stomach isn't actually pushing? Is that?
Contractions are absent. Yeah. That is where the problem comes in.
Okay, everybody's freaking out to know how the little boy is doing.
I
was like, I've had like 15 comments of people. You've had like 80 people watching you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
But
we tagged your vet office in it, so your vet office was
It is
tagged.
good to know, everybody good to know.
He's pooping.
He's pooping. The little tiny guy is pooping, so that's good. So what are some things when we have this little tiny guy at home that you would recommend that we look for and watch out for? When should we give you a call? What are some things we should be considering? Because people are asking how you think he's going to do because he's so small.
Yeah, that of course, nothing is in our hands. Only we have to play the guard and we have to provide some kind of nutrition. Mostly the mother's milk is the best one. And mother's milk contains a lot of antibodies and colostrum and all that, so which is needed for the puppy.
So because he is that small, is there any concern about his ability to be able to nurse and get enough? Or are you thinking that we may have to give him NutriCal or anything like that?
NutriCal you can definitely try, but I'm not sure whether he is going to accept it at this
tiny. So at what age are they usually able to accept NutriCal?
In 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days, okay.
3 days is fine.
And then as far as tail docking, which I know several of you are over the sea and have issues with it, but here in the US, we dock tails. What weight will you want him to be at before you would think that he would be able to tolerate having his tail docked?
Usually we do very early, right? 3 to 5 days.
3 to 5 days. So it has more to do with the timing than necessarily the weight.
And sometimes if they are weak, sometimes if there is any bleeding, sometimes we cannot save the puppies with the
Right.
tail.
So, and of course, if you took a look at him and didn't think that it would be safe, we would just not dock his tail and he would just keep a tail and that would be okay too.
Yeah, suppose if I think that the puppy is very weak, probably I would not go with that.
Yeah, so we're going to wait to see what Dr. Dan thinks about. Hi, Daniel. The reason that mom is not looking after her babies is because she's just having a hard delivery and she's been flipping around a lot, and when they do that, they can accidentally step on their puppies or hurt them. And she did this last time, and as soon as she was finished laboring, she was an excellent mother and very attentive.
Oh, yeah.
But when she is in a lot of pain and having a hard time with her delivery, and that's why we're here with our vet, it's safer for the babies to stay on the heating pad and not get stepped on by mom. Abby, will you lift up the little guy that's having a hard time? People want to know how he's doing.
So he's still with us.
Yep, he's still alive. So we have 4 puppies right now, and she has 1 more. Hi, Danny. Unfortunately, we are in North Carolina, so Dr. Dan would not be able to help you unless you came to North Carolina. But they wanted to know where you were. So depending on where you are in PA, it's a 7-hour drive because I'm from Pennsylvania. But several people are asking why you don't think that the little boy that's breathing funny and not acting right, why oxygen wouldn't help him.
It is the weakness, not more than.
Okay, that's what I thought. But so what Dr. Dan has said is that it's not that he's actually having trouble taking in oxygen. The problem is it's more of like a neurological issue, and so just giving him oxygen isn't necessarily wouldn't really help, because the problem is really in his brain. And so this is when they get stuck in the birth canal. Am I correct that he didn't get oxygen to his brain for so long? So even if he does make it, he may very well have some issues. We are not of the school that we feel like we should put him down, where as long as he's fighting, we're going to fight. But the reason that Dr. Dan has not given him oxygen is because it's not just not getting oxygen that is the problem.
It's breathing good. Little one is.
You had no idea you were going to hit with so many questions. Everybody's just there. I don't know if you can see, they're coming up with, people are typing questions.
Yeah,
They're going to pick Dr. Dan's brain. So we're going to come back and check on Mom. I've had some people message me, and they want to know why she's shaking, why she's in labor.
I'm sorry, I did not understand.
Why is she shaking like that? What causes them to shake like that? I know all of them do when they're in labor like this.
Yeah, one reason, of course, is the body temperature will be a little bit lower.
Okay.
When they are delivering. Then second thing is, of course, it's a lot of activity.
Okay, so part of it is her temperature. Part of it is some exhaustion. She, let's see, what time did she go into labor, Abby?
12:20.
12:20 was when her labor started.
Well, she started probably before that, but that's when the first puppy came out.
In fact, mother is not really shaking, but she's trying to.
So yeah, and also pain. And but yeah, so as I was saying, it is completely normal. But for those that are just asking why she's shaking and we're not worried and we're not doing anything about it, it's normal. We're not ignoring her needs. She's okay. Julie, she is 4 years old. Vicki, we knew she was in trouble when we had gotten right up to 3 hours, and the protocol that we have with Dr. Mahdi is that we let him know when our dogs are in labor, so he knows, and then 3 hours is the mark that he wants us to contact him. And so we gave him a call at 3 hours, and he wanted us to bring her in right away. As we had said at another point in this video, that this is what she did to us last time. So last time she just had a puppy, and then we just didn't have another one, and at that point, we waited 4 hours, and that puppy didn't make it. And so when we talked to Dr. Amati about it, he said at 3 hours he wanted us to let him know, and we did, and we brought her right in. He immediately gave her a shot, and she did have a puppy, but that puppy is still, yes, Donna, I do have a great vet. You got a fan club, Dr. Amati. So unfortunately, we're still struggling a little here. Oh yeah, take your wife's call. Don't ignore your wife's call. See, he's a good vet and he knows how to be a husband. Oh.
Just living.
I know. This little tiny guy is just doing so good.
Well, tiny one's pooped out more than he weighs, I think.
It's normally how it works.
We'll take one more X-ray and see how the position is.
She's looking and pushing now. You want to wait a few minutes?
Let's make sure we don't get stuck in there. Don't get stuck in there. Yeah, I know. She's starting to get hungry because she was the first one born.
You can give one more shot.
Hey, Courtney. Yeah, the puppies are on a heating pad to stay warm. Wendy does not tolerate her puppies being near her when she's in labor. She just kind of runs away from them. And so for that is why we have them in here, so that she doesn't accidentally hurt them.
When it comes to that.
So while I was filming, Dr. Amati wanted to go ahead and do another x-ray because he wants to see the position of that puppy to know. I know, he's so stinking
I
cute.
just can't believe how tiny he is. He looks good.
He does. I just can't get over how little he is compared to his brothers. I know, I really hope that this little guy makes it. We're going to keep fighting because your heartbeat is so strong and your reflex is good, your suck reflex. So as long as you are sucking, hopefully you'll make it. So we're going to keep fighting. I'm just waiting to hear how the x-ray went. I can hear the machine beeping.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I know, Sydney, right? Little Champ. Sydney said we should name the little boy that's struggling Champ. If he makes it.
You know, his breathing is a little bit
It's
better
a little
than
bit better because it was every
Yeah.
5 to 6 seconds, and now it's 2 to 3, so.
I was hoping if we got him warm.
I know,
and that kind of.
We're really,
So-
Sonia has worked on him and worked on him and worked on him.
One of the things that we learned today was that sometimes when their breathing is a little off and they just not quite come to, that if you put them with their siblings, they can regulate their breathing with being next to their siblings. So we didn't, that's not something that we had known before. So we have worked on him and then let him be with his siblings, and his breathing has regulated some since we've done that. So I'm hoping this means we have a fighting chance, but
Hey Donna, right before we started filming, we tried putting them with her and she just was so uncomfortable. She kept just getting up and she almost stepped on them a couple times. And so the vet thought it would be better if we just kept them up where they would stay dry. And then she's kind of had them pretty quickly now after she got the shots. So we're hoping that she has this one last puppy. So the reason that they don't really move around too much is because they're warm and sleeping now. So they're all sleeping and it's very, very warm inside there with the heating pad and the blankets. So they're all just kind of snoozing. So I'm hoping they're gonna snooze and mom will have this last baby. And the way that Wendy was last time, as soon as she finished delivering, and kind of cleaned herself up a little bit, then she was very ready to nurse her babies and take care of them. No, I'm really glad that you guys are asking questions. Any questions you have, please definitely ask. I would love to answer them.
wow.
So is the baby in position?
He's moving down.
He's moving down.
Yep. I think we're gonna do the last little bit of oxytocin that we
Okay.
can do. So she'll get a look, just a tiny bit more.
So if you're just joining us now, one of the things that Dr. Amati was explaining is that there is an amount per their weight of how much oxytocin they can have. Abby, you're going to have to hold her head because she's not a fan. And this time actually grab her beard, you know, don't let her bite him. I know.
Don't bite me.
So
You're all right. Calm down.
Sydney wants to borrow you, Dr. Dan, when her dog has babies.
Baby, baby, baby.
Georgia is still a little far. But I guess if you want to make the trip, Dr. Dan's here.
It's all right.
Yeah, I would love to.
Sydney, he said he would love to. You want to come up here, then Dr. Dan can help you and Lulu out.
Yeah, anytime, not a problem.
So anyway, that was the last shot that she would be able to have. So did everything look good on the x-ray, Dr. Dan?
Yeah, the position is really good and slowly it is coming down.
Okay, so is it head down like you would like?
Head down, yes.
Awesome. That's
And
great
also
news.
exact position is there.
Sydney said don't tempt her. She thinks she might come here when Lulu has her babies.
And she is one of Lolly's babies who is here now.
Oh yeah, Lolly had her litter.
Yeah,
I guess I can go show
Yeah.
Lolly's litter while we're just waiting on
Careful, the sweat.
Yeah, please.
Okay, don't fall. Got it. It won't fall. All right, Sydney, here's Lulu's mom, Lolly. And this little black and silver girl is going to be going to join her sister in Vermont. When they came to pick up their puppy yesterday, they fell in love with her and her four-leaf clover on her back, and so she's going to be a little Celtics mascot. And then this is a little boy right here. And I'm terrible. My brain is fried. I can't remember if this is a boy or girl, the other little one. Hey, Lolly. Yes, Donna, Lolly is ours. She had 3 puppies the other day, and she was here for her checkup and the puppy's checkup, and then do claws and tail removal with Dr. Dan. We do not do any of that type of care for our puppies. We have all of that done by a licensed veterinarian. But Sydney Durbin, who we were just talking to, she has Lulu from Lolly's, the last litter that she had last year. No, these puppies were not born today. They were born on Monday. But they are nice, big, chunky babies. Let's see. I apparently am not smart enough to open the crate with one hand. So let's see. Hi. So this pretty girl, so you see those brown above her eyebrows, that will eventually turn whitish silver like her mom. So she's a black and silver party like her mom. Let me see, where's your other baby? Okay. And this is a black and silver boy. Vicki, we are in Mocksville, North Carolina. We are in between Charlotte and Winston-Salem. We're a little closer to Winston-Salem. No, look, everybody's wanting to eat. And Lolly just wants love. You're so soft, Lolly. I just love you. Yeah, you my sweet girl. Yes, you are. You have the best face. I love it. Even when your beard is dirty from licking puppy butts. So we'll go back and check on the puppies. I just want to make sure this is latched. No puppies falling out on the ground.
You need to get that open.
Nope, I was trying to close it again. People wanted to see. So Sydney has one of Lulu, Lolly's daughter. And so we were showing.
Oh no, Mama. I like the 4-leaf clover dog. I noticed that when we was doing it.
I know, yeah. Well, she's actually going to Vermont. I was just telling them that we had.
All are very, very healthy this litter.
Yay!
Three are very healthy puppies. Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to go to Vermont. The little 4-leaf clover.
Color too.
Yes, I love the black and silver parties. They're so pretty. I know, your puppies are squeaking, Lolly. Let's see how the puppies are doing.
Your hair is a
Your
mess.
beard is cracking me up, Wendy.
I know, it's crazy.
One more, baby.
Do you need this? Your refrigerator.
Let's see. Well, Daniel, I'm very glad to know that. So, in Georgia, Dr. Crawford. Donna, we do have a few people on the waiting list, but no, not all of them are spoken for. I'm fairly certain that one of the Salt and Pepper girls is going to go with somebody who their puppy did not make it from an earlier litter. Unfortunately, Mom rolled on her. Yep, Cheryl, I was just talking about you. That you had lost a puppy from a previous litter, and I was fairly certain that this Salt and Pepper little girl was going to be going to you.
The rest are boys. We don't know.
The rest are boys, and I do not believe that we have anybody on our waiting list, but I would have to double check before I spoke because I didn't want anybody getting mad at me. But that's why we keep a record.
I think it's
This
one
one?
right here.
Cheryl, let's show you your
Yes.
little girl.
Yeah, she's doing great. She was number one out.
She was the first one born, Cheryl, and as soon as she was born, I was like, oh, your mom has been waiting for you. She is stunningly beautiful. 5.4 ounces, and Dr. Dan gave her the very healthy, good healthy puppy check. So she is doing good. And she has a cross on her chest, just like Zeno, which I thought was really sweet. We're very excited for you too, Cheryl. Oh.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Let's see, buddy. Keep fighting, little guy. Keep fighting. Don't give up. He just breaks my heart. He's so pretty.
All right, Wendy, come on, baby. Come on, baby.
He's still fighting.
He's twitched his legs a little bit.
I know. I hadn't seen him move his legs like that before either. I'm hoping that's a really good sign and we're going to get a miracle. I just want a miracle.
He's twitching his back legs. Was he?
No, Cheryl, I don't think it's weird.
His breathing is.
I know, this one is just moving all around. I'll show you what I'm talking about, what he was doing. He was pulling his legs up.
Yeah. He had good suction on my finger a while ago.
So yeah, he's pulling his legs up. And I hadn't seen him do that before. He was pulling them up.
Where his tail went.
Well, pooping is good.
He did pee on me earlier.
His breathing's a lot better.
It is. I thought it was.
I know.
Had gotten considerably
It's like, let's have a
better.
miracle.
Yeah.
I wondered if, like you said, the being with
Yeah, it can stimulate them.
siblings. Yeah. You learn something new every day.
Is it moving? Yeah. So I'm just a little slow. It'll be okay.
That little girl has a cross on her chest just like Xena.
That's
I was like, wow. I hadn't noticed that before. We were so worried about everything else.
One of ours.
You're welcome, Tom. Tom and Cheryl are very excited about their little girl. I said, we're excited for you too. She's absolutely stunning. That black mask is just unbelievably beautiful.
She might be missing. There's a whimper.
He made a noise. He made a noise. I'm so excited. How many people have seen it?
Oh, over 1,200. Over 1,200 views already.
I need your Facebook page.
Yep.
Oh, come on, buddy. Fight, fight, fight. See, that's what he was doing
His
earlier that he'd
reflexes-
never done
his
before.
reflexes are coming around.
Yeah. He don't want me pulling his feet.
Oh my gosh. My heart is about to burst. I'm so excited.
We ain't gonna give
Well, you
up.
were telling us stories about puppies that you guys have brought back. So everybody, this is Sonia. She's been the one helping us with this delivery. And you said you've been
A technician for 23 years.
23 years. And how many C-sections did you say last year? 10,000?
10,000.
10,000. So we are super excited to have her help. I agree, Daniel. That's why we were not giving up. We are not giving up on him. We're going to keep trying. Bring him around.
It's a good dinner.
She's a licking. She's a licking. Is there a bulge back there? It looks like it's a little thicker back there, but I can't necessarily see from my angle.
Come on, little baby. He still had to come down just a little bit.
So in case you didn't hear that from the x-ray, he wasn't all the way down where he needed to be yet, so she's having to move him down.
He was headed that way.
But this is the reason why we come to the vet when we have these problems, because now I'm not at home freaking out, worrying that something's wrong. I know that there's nothing wrong and that everything is going the way that it should be. So I just don't like it when that goes over their heads. I cannot get over how this tiny guy is just moving around. Like, he is just moving around, doing his thing.
He's going to be the boss. He's pulling.
He's getting his reflexes, Dr. Dan.
Oh, very good.
Yay!
Amazing.
So far, 1,200 people have watched you, Dr. Dan.
Thank you. Yeah, the credit goes to Sonia. She did really good with.
Yeah, we have a good team here.
Yeah, amazing.
All right. Was that him squeaking again?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yay! Squeaks are good.
I'm in
Squeaks are good.
Want some more fluid?
More fluid?
really good.
Oh, I'm so happy. He is breathing so good. Just like we want. Good rhythm. Nice and warm. And oh so soft. He's gotten softer. He's not as rough feeling as he was when he was wet. Now that he's dry, he feels better.
Do you have some more fluid in there?
Yeah, she got more fluid out. I don't know how
It's
you were
illegal how
so
they do that.
juicy.
Yeah. Bulldogs are the worst. You can pull gallons of fluid out of them babies.
Oh, bulldogs.
Bullies, yeah, a little bit, little boys. Okay, I'll put you back down.
Lulu's litter is just squeaking away. Debbie, there's just the one pup having problems. This little guy right here is not even an ounce, which is not normal for a miniature schnauzer baby. We don't usually see them that small. But he's doing fine. This little guy is the one that's really struggled, and Sonia's been working on him for, I don't know, an hour now, 2 hours. And he's continuing to do better, so we're encouraged. Let's take a look at Mom. Hey, my pretty Winnie girl. Hey, my pretty Winnie girl. You're such a good baby. Yes, you are. You're such a sweet girl. Right. She is tired, Julie. She is. I was looking to see if I could actually see. I know you don't like me looking.
Wendy.
I'm not gonna feather you. She's scarred
She's holding
from
a
that.
grudge.
She is holding a grudge. Would you open this for me, honey? Thank you. Yeah, I know the downside of breeding. I'm missing my daughter's ballet recital. Oh,
Which one is that?
Xena. That was Xena making all that noise. Julie, she's holding a grudge because one of the things that you do when they're struggling to have babies is you do something called feathering. So you put on a I know, right, Cindy? Little Post Malone may help her push. So what you do is you put on a sterile glove and you use lubricant and you put your finger in their vagina and you stroke towards their spine, and it's called feathering. And so we had to try to do that before, and she did not appreciate that.
Usually 1 to 2 hours we have to wait in the active labor. After usually we add 1 more hour. After 3 hours we have to come back. Suppose when the labor starts, and sometimes there will be stalling for 4 to 6 hours. If there is any stalling, then again we have to think about that.
Okay.
And
So yeah, Dr. Dan is sharing with us the
Frank blood and dark green discharges. That is an indication. Suppose if you see any blood
okay,
discharge,
so it says
that is where
placental separation is what that usually means.
and oxytocin we cannot go more than 3 times usually. That is what mentions. But we can take one more extra.
Do you want to see if we can put Xena in there with her and see if she'll nurse? Because it's been a couple hours. I'm just a little
I
worried.
did give her some boots of cow.
I know that you did, but I just...
Just a little bit ago.
Okay. Here we go. We're going to try again. See if she tolerates it.
Yeah, that'll help. Get the baby, bring the baby down too.
Yeah, she got mad last time and did not want them messing with her. And she almost stepped on 2, so...
Mm-hmm.
But these guys woke up from their nap and were squeaking, so I was like, they're hungry. Let's see if we can nurse and help mommy have some contractions. See, I promised y'all, she's a good mom. She really is. She's a really good mom. She just, nobody's really a happy person when they're in pain. Especially giving birth. I'm not going to take them from you. She put her mouth over my hand. Like, she didn't bite down, but she put her mouth like this.
Yeah,
she was like, all right, that's enough. Don't take it.
She loves her babies.
She does love her babies.
My phone died.
You're very welcome. Luckily, Dr. Dan and Sonia are really good. I said, thank you for doing this live and for answering all the questions. I was like, luckily, they're good sports.
She's licking her. She's cleaning herself.
She's cleaning herself.
Mm-hmm.
She was cleaning them a second ago. I told her when I went to move the one, she put her mouth over me, don't take my baby. Don't take my baby.
Her milk's come in a good bit since earlier.
All right, let's see. He was going the wrong direction. As you can see, birth is very glamorous in dogs, just like in humans. Lots of fluid and blood. She pooped a couple times earlier while she was pushing. Very glamorous. Is he latched? Or she? I can't actually even tell which one's which when they're down there. I have to look at their faces.
She's trying to.
She keeps licking. Now she's licking herself. She's licking her vagine. Why do you keep going the wrong way? I'm not taking it. Calm down. Jeez. Just for the record, she didn't bite me. It just startled me when she moved that fast.
She's never bitten anybody. Oh, and she's trying to let. I think it's the girl. Yeah, she's watching.
Zena's latched. Good girl, Zena. Good girl.
That will hopefully stimulate her to contract and get this last baby out.
Oh yeah, she's not nearly this nasty, guys, when she's not in labor.
No,
She usually lets us move her puppies just fine. She's very, this is not her first litter. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, I know. I know. My goodness, Wendy. My goodness. I know.
She's kind of cracking me up.
She is cracking me up. You look all big and bad over there. Let's see her.
Oh man.
it's so warm. So warm. I know. Every time I look over, it's like it doesn't even look like it's a real puppy.
That's the smallest puppy I've ever seen.
That was the size of Reagan's puppy when it was born at 50 days. 52 days. It's crazy. And that puppy was born and died instantly.
I'm ready for dinner, Wendy.
I know, Dr. Dan's already made one McDonald's run.
Again, I have to
Does
go
your guys' vet go and get you coffee when you have a long day like this? That's the kind of service you get here at Valley. Oh, she's doing so good.
Somebody's not happy. So somebody's not happy back there.
Oh.
She's trying. She's looking.
I know, I was hoping when Cena got latched really good that it would help make her go ahead and go since she'd been licking so much. I know I'm gonna make you mad again. I know.
Yeah.
I know. But he was in the wrong place, you little goober.
I think all three are doing good, right? The puppies, I guess.
The other one's over there.
Oh.
You're so little. That's a push.
They're like, Mom, I want a nurse.
And then
Lay
she's
down.
Yeah, he's my pet. He's calling me. I'll take him out and we'll be right back.
Abby. Sydney said, to be fair, I think I growled at people while I was in labor.
Right, I know. You stop messing with me.
I am going to try and stay live. I actually am not sure what my battery is.
I just flashed 10% a little bit ago, so.
So hopefully she should deliver this last puppy before I have to go. Come on, baby. This is Xena. I love her face. I love your face, Xena. You're so pretty.
Something's in there?
Yes. Because she has the dark mask.
Pretty pretty. How are we doing over there?
Pretty good. The little tiny guy has such a great breathing rhythm. And
I just understand.
his little brother is his little brother.
His little big brother?
His little big brother is really trying to mimic it. He's really pulling his legs up, and
It's unbelievable. It's gonna be a long night.
it is going to be a very long night. I know that it doesn't look like the puppy's alive, but I promise it is. As you see, he's still moving.
Good push, baby.
He's still moving. He's still breathing. He's not right. I know, he's moving so much more.
Wow.
You don't even know how much better this puppy is doing.
Wow. Look, he's doing his. That is great.
All right, let's see. She was pushing, you said? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's pushing.
So
close.
we'll get into this so you guys can see.
Good. Oh, what a good push, baby. Good.
So you see this bulge in the back. That's where the baby is kind of pushing down. and they always move their tails up out of the way to mate and to give birth.
I will be getting these puppies out of the way whenever she pops out so that they don't get soaked. Because one of the main things when you're dealing with baby puppies is their temperature, and so
It's time to move them.
Okay, baby.
There we go.
There's a bubble.
There's the bubble.
Maybe that'll
I'm gonna
take
try and film so you guys can all see. Sorry if it's a little shaky right now. Mm-hmm. Good push. Good job.
Almost there, sweet girl. Almost there. Yeah. Good girl. You want a steak dinner?
You want a steak?
Okay, more like boiled chicken and rice, but you know, you get my drift, right?
Do you want some boiled chicken and some mother's pudding?
No.
We give our
Any
moms mother's
schnauzer
pudding to give them lots of energy and calcium. Ooh, there we go. I see a face. I see a face.
I don't think this one's as tiny as the last one. What a good... Oh, there we go.
There it
Another
is.
salt and pepper.
Another salt and pepper. Like, we were surprised.
I know.
You say that like we knew that was all we were going to get is salt and pepper. Because we put her with a liver pepper and she doesn't have any liver in her background. So we knew that was what we were going to have.
Oh, look. Let me get the suction here. I'm going to grab... Oh, yeah. I know you're going to be mad, but I'm going to suction them out.
She says him as a generic.
I do say him as a generic. I can't actually see this yet.
So mother's pudding is goat's milk and cook and serve vanilla pudding. Good job.
Oh, what a pretty
She had another one.
Yeah, it's your last one.
Yeah. But I mean, I have to meet your mom if I need to pick them up.
Hooray!
You know what? Oh. I know usually we have one in the purse.
Heather, when I can get a hold of fresh goat's milk, I use it. But if not, I use I either use powdered goat's milk or just regular goat's milk from Walmart. No, we are not referring to the afterbirth. No. She did bite the cord.
Is coming?
Oh, it's out. Yeah, we're good.
Good.
You pooped already.
Thank you, Sonia. Congratulations.
I know, you're going to come and get me.
Appreciate it.
And it is a girl.
We have another girl.
My name's Tyra.
Yeah.
I think I have to go out.
I know, right?
Oh,
Go ahead.
Yay!
yay!
You've always bringing us good luck.
Yeah.
No C-sections yet, knock on wood.
Well, that's good, yeah.
Yay, good job, Wendy.
Oh, heck yeah, Heather. I will
So
take
we have
that goat's
another
milk.
breeder here, Dachshunds breeder, Amanda. Her name is Amanda. She breeds Dachshunds. What is it? Hairy Dachshunds.
Oh, yeah.
So one night, she called me at around 1:30, 2 o'clock.
You have certain breeders that do that to you.
Yeah.
I have no idea who they are, but...
So she asked me whether you could come, and we are finding a lot of difficulty. And I came, and of course she worked as technician, so she knows the stuff. So she helped me in C-section. Yeah.
Wow. Yes. I hope I don't ever have to do that, but I think it would be kind of neat to learn about that. But hopefully we don't ever have to.
Yeah. So
Have to
far,
do that.
yeah. Knock
Knock
on
on
the
wood,
Yeah,
the shots have worked.
Yeah. So far.
Is he squeaking yet?
Awesome. Thank you, Heather. Hey, Heather has some fresh goat milk for us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Goat milk? Goat
Yeah,
milk
that's
is-
what we give. We make mother's pudding with it for our
Yeah,
dogs,
goat
for our
milk
puppies.
is more nutritious. Even it is good for people too.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
look.
much easier to break down.
Squeaking.
She nice and squeaky.
Where do you put the towels in?
Here's Sarah there.
Hopefully have a plate.
See, her tub is over there on that table, underneath the table. Baby number 5.
I know, she looks so good.
She's so pretty.
She
got a
is
frost
pretty.
look. I told her chest too.
Yay! Pretty girl. Sydney said you can come watch Merv's C-section because she's a French bulldog, so she has to have
She's
them.
gonna have, yeah. Merv. Such a cool name. Do you feel better, sweet girl?
New application, renewal of application, registration changes, huh? Registration.
I did not bring. Can I use one of your leashes to take that back?
Yeah, this one I don't do.
Oh,
You wanna go potty?
Sonia, everyone wants to know why you're rubbing the puppy so hard.
It brings the fluid up out of the chest, so we'll be able to suck it out. Just opens the lungs.
Come on, baby, let's go potty.
They do that to human babies too. If you notice, they'll rub them really hard. Help stimulate them.
Yeah.
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 I was gonna take her out and potty.
Oh, yeah.
That is, I can't one-handed do it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let poor Wendy go pee potty.
Okay, another mouthy one.
So what's your thought of little Champ?
I hope he makes it. He's moving. So. Man, big old poop.
They were eating good in there.
That was the second one already. Yeah.
Well, Heather, if you need any help with Quinn, let us know.
Get right back in. Come here, baby. Come here, the baby's right here.
Look at that little tiny guy just moving around. I just can't get over it. He's so little.
Okay. I'm gonna take Lolly out real quick.
Oh, okay. He's still super floppy.
Yeah. The head.
I know. That's the thing from the moment he was born that's not right.
Yeah.
Marianne, we had 5 puppies.
Come on. There's another baby. They're all there. She's counting them. Oh, don't lean on them. Oh, get off the baby. Get off the little one. No, I'm sorry. There it is.
Lolly's puppies are talking.
She's laying on the one that's not moving much.
Uh-oh.